Now we're going to head into organizing. Let's do an organizing practice recap. How much do you remember from your foundation? Here are some of the questions that you should answer. So once you see the questions, pause the video and then answer the question. Feel free to come back to the video once you've answered them. Question 1. What is the purpose of the organizing practice? 2. What are the roles and their responsibilities in the project management team? So what are the roles and their responsibilities in the project management team? What are the 3 project interests? Why is it important to have a work breakdown structure? And what should be included in the project ecosystem? This is the project ecosystem as well as the organization ecosystem. When we're looking at the project ecosystem, we can see the 3 interests represented: the business, the supplier, as well as the user. We also see that there's an intersection because within the organization ecosystem, we have people in there who need to contribute to the project ecosystem. Don't forget that we have an organization within corporate as well, but we've just created a temporary one for the project ecosystem. In terms of the management team roles, you can see all the roles here, and let's break down some of the things that they do. The executive has the ultimate level of accountability, is the one who funds the project, is accountable for the business case, it will make a no-go decision, go or no-go decision, and is the one who basically mainly interacts with the business layers. The senior user will specify the user's needs. They will specify the benefits. They will specify the user's customer quality expectation, and they will make sure that the benefits are accrued. The senior supplier is the person who will basically provide the work, give us assurance on the quality of the supplier work, and help us determine what method is best to deliver that product. So let's have a look at the project management team. If we start at the top, we'll see that we have the business layer, but the business layer is not really part of our project. They're external to the project. But within the project, we can see the project board in white. The project board consists of 3 main interests and 3 main roles: the executive, senior user, and senior supplier. The executive is the one who's accountable for the overall success and failure of the project. They own the business case. They are the main key to communicating with the outside world, and they need to ensure that the project delivers value for money. The senior user represents the end user. They will specify the requirements. They will specify the benefits. They will specify the user quality expectation, and they will make sure that the benefits are accrued. The supply assurance will provide the technical expertise necessary for the project to be delivered, and they will offer us guarantee on the quality of the product that the supplier gives. The project manager is the one who runs the project on behalf of the project board. They deal with the day-to-day activities necessary for the project to run. And of course, the project support helps the project manager with the administrative task. When it comes to the team manager is the one in the managing product delivery that is actually doing the work. The project assurance, on the other hand, is a byproduct of the board, so it's a delegated authority. So whereby the project assurance is there to review the work of the project on behalf of the project board. They are responsible to the project board, and it is not to be confused with quality assurance, which is external to the project. When it comes to organizing techniques, we have to understand organizational ecosystem. So first of all, you need to understand the organization. Then you need to design the team in design project ecosystem. Then you need to embed the team in the develop project ecosystem. Then you need to manage the team and basically make sure that you make changes as things go along. You learn from experience. And once the project closes, you need to transition the team back into the organizational ecosystem. Here are some supporting techniques for organization. We use the commercial management approach to manage the commercial relationship between the suppliers and the client during the project. This can be reflected in the team structure itself. Remember that your supplier can have a separate reason for doing the project, and they might have their own business case. We also use a RACI chart as a way of basically understanding who's responsible for what, who's accountable for what, who's consulted, and who's informed. When you are looking at a RACI, remember that the R stands for responsible. One or more people may be responsible for a task. The responsible person is the one who's performing it. Accountable, there should be ideally a single person who owns the task. So this person is accountable for that task being completed. So if we look at a business case, for example, the person responsible for updating the business case is the project manager. However, the executive is accountable for it. So they need to make sure that it is updated and it is checked by them. We have consulted. These are the people whose input is necessary in order to develop the product. So these are the people who are consulted, and they might be specialists or people with particular skill sets that we require in order to do the work. Informed are those who need to know of the progress of the management product as well as whether or not it's been completed. So when it comes to RACI, we know responsible is the person doing the work, accountable is the person who has to make sure the work is done correctly, consulted are people who are contributing to the work, and informed is the people who need to know that the work has been done or the work has been completed. So here are the key management products that you need to consider. We have the commercial management approach, which allows us to manage commercial relationship between many of the competing forces within the project itself. We have role description, which details the role of each person inside that particular project. It tells them what they can do, what they cannot do, who they can talk to, and who they cannot talk to. The project management team structure allows us to understand the hierarchical position of everybody within the team. We know where the project board sits, we know where corporate is, and we know where things like the project manager, the change authority, as well as, we still have change authority, but we don't talk about it too much in PRINCE2 7th edition. But we have other roles such as project support, team manager, and the project assurance. So the project team structure allows us to understand the hierarchical relationship between the different roles.